Today is October 17th, 2011. I'm in the city of Long Beach, California, and I'm at an event called Occupy Long Beach.
My name is Ryan.
Okay, where do you live?
In Long Beach, California.
Have you noticed that the police are videotaping this event?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel not very surprised. I feel like they're filming it because they want to research it and study it, and also they do it for their own liability issues and to cover their own asses. I think there's lots of people studying it. I think that there's been police at our meetings. There's been Homeland Security at our meetings. I think that everyone is studying it, and because frankly, this is the largest movement we've had in a long time that may corrupt the current status quo.
I asked one of the police officers what the purpose of the videotaping of this event is, and they told me public safety. What do you think about that answer?
I think that's what he was told to say, but those people.
If it was your decision, would you want them to continue to recording these events?
No.
That legally the police officers do have a right to record them. However, they're not recording everything. Do you feel that they're recording you selectively?
I think so. They're not filming when they come and harass us while we're sleeping. They're not filming when, well, they were filming when they were taking down the tents, and they were filming when the occupiers who were part of a civil disobedience last night were arrested. They filmed all of that. I think they wanted to, I thought that they were filming at that time to have record in case there were basically questions of their procedure against them. If they were following their own procedure correctly, then they wanted to have proof of that. But I don't think that necessarily, they were not filming the crowd when that was happening. They were filming themselves. They were filming if they did have a finite view. But they have been filming the crowd at other times. They filmed the crowd ramping up to the evening sometimes. They filmed the crowd, for example, on Saturday as we were getting ready to rally, getting ready to march around. They were filming the march. And so it's interesting. I think that they're probably reviewing the messages that are being said, the language that's being used by these people, some of the chants that are being chanted, and probably feeling threatened. That information is going to go straight to the top, and this is a very top-down city.
What do you like about videotaping police officers?
Accountability for their actions. I don't know if that needs more explanation. I think
the city manager has placed 3 large lights with generators, which you can hear now. These are floodlights, and they're noisy and they're bright. Mm-hmm. So, are they making you feel more? Are they making you safer here?
I don't think so. We have our own peacekeeping committee in place. There are already lights present on the street, and we're on a pretty well lit street. The park is lit also. You can see the park lights right next to the floodlights. I think that the city manager put them here as a deterrent. We did not ask for the floodlights. I think that they're for police to be able to view us clearly. They are here to overstimulate us so that we cannot sleep with the sound and the light. They're sleep deprivation tactics.
Do you feel that without them that you would be able to sleep better?
Definitively, yes.
Do you feel any symptoms of having the noise on all night and the light? What symptoms do you feel by them being here?
Exhaustion. We've been exhausted. It's hard. It is hard to sleep. You don't sleep as well with them on. Early Sunday morning, 5 a.m. That's when the park reopened. People were still not sleeping. The generators were still on. It was getting sunnier out. People started to move onto the grass again. Police looped around and they said it's illegal to sleep in the park at any time of the day. You can't sleep there either. So they were keeping us awake. They were not letting us sleep.
So you believe the enforcement of municipal codes upon this event is not consistent?
No, it hasn't been. No.
Excuse me, officer.
It seems like there's a game going on. There's a
Yeah.
game of when people
Okay.
choose to enforce municipal codes and when they don't,
Right. Okay.
and it's kind of set there to be a deterrent.
Yes. My understanding of the municipal code is that they stem from. They're in place in order to discriminate against and suppress the homeless population in the park. This park, especially Lincoln Park, where we're at, is known is known to have a larger homeless population. What they're telling us with these laws are that it's illegal to be homeless and that it's illegal to not own property. You cannot rightfully sleep on private property without consent of the private property holder. We cannot sleep on public property without permission from public property managers, you know. So where can you be? In a place that calls itself the land of the free? How are you not free to have nothing?
Why are you here?
I feel like I feel very enchanted with the sense of community that is revolving around this movement. I feel like the projects that I'm involved with outside of this occupation up to now and the education I've engaged in up to now are almost, I don't know how to put this. I feel as if my life has been preparing me for this. Everything I do is oriented around building community. Everything I do is oriented around enabling alternative economies and alternative means to share resources that don't have to involve money and that enable people to learn things equally and have equal access to things that we need that are withheld by that 1% as this movement has deemed it.